Hello and welcome to Manifest Tarot. In this reading, we're going to look at what are you manifesting next. So within the next month or so of watching this video, this is what is coming in. And so I love doing these videos. I love helping you know what it is that you've been working on that is going to finally materialize. This reading will also help you to focus on what you need to manifest and give you any advice to help, bring your manifestations to life and bring them along, like push them forward kind of a thing. All right, so before you we have 4 piles. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. So take a look at the piles and see which one really calls to you. And the timestamps will be below so that you can find the pile that you've chosen. If more than one pile calls to you, do watch them both. There might be messages for you in both piles. All right, everyone. I will see what you're reading. Hi, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. In today's reading, we're going to be looking at what you're manifesting next. So this will be within the next month or so. Right now I'm filming this in the end of June, so this will be July. But this is a timeless reading. So whenever you're watching this within the next month or so, then we're going to look at what you're manifesting, possible advice for how to get your manifestations going, and if there's anything that's kind of blocked, that might come through as well. All right, so first, these are your oracle cards. First, I'm going to shuffle out your tarot cards so that we can look at them all together. And I pre-shuffled these, so this won't take very long. I'm just going to do 2 more. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let's lay out your oracle cards and see what we have here. So first we have attend to the details, last quarter moon in Virgo. I was going to say attune to the divine. You might want to do that as well, but this is your card. Attend to the details. Next we have to the sea. And we have change maker, make waves. Befriend the world, polarize. And luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. So let's grab your tarot cards and see what they have to say for you today. So, 2 of Emotions, which is 2 of Cups. 9 of Inspirations, which is 9 of Wands. Page of Emotions, which is Page of Cups. Ace of Emotions, which is Ace of Cups. Page of Inspiration, which is Page of Wands. A lot of Wands and Cups energy here. Fire and water. Kind of opposing, isn't it? Water puts out the fire. But in this case, I see it more as something that is Wands energy of being passion, but also the spiritual side of things. Because the Wands energy is about connecting to spirit. And I really see a lot of emotions here. Very emotional reading. With the exception of this one here, Virgo. So right up at the top, the advice you have going in is to attend to the details. Virgo's is an earth sign, very grounded, very about, you know, making a little to-do list and making a plan. And it's the thing balancing out this reading. Because basically, what I see here is that there's something you really want, and you were having a hard time bringing it about. This is something that means a lot to you. You know, we have a lot of cups energy. This is something that's really in your heart. It's like an emotional desire. It's something that you've been thinking about. And so, all right, so we go up here. Basically what the oracle cards are kind of telling me here is change maker, make waves, befriend the world, polarize, to the sea, and luck is on your side, and attend to the details. This is telling me that you're very much in alignment with your heart's desire at the moment here. And it's something that you've had a hard time bringing about with this Nine of Wands down here, because I think people have been opposed to it. So we have the change maker, make wave, befriend the word polarize. So this is something that has been, you've had to fight hard for. You've had to maybe try and convince people, or people have been against it, or in some way, shape, or form. So it could be family that has been putting their opinions in on you or trying to control what you do. It could also just be something that isn't considered very, not accepted as much by society. So it could be something like this, tarot. There's something that you want to do, something that you wanted to bring about, that you really had to fight for and work for and convince people is the right thing to do. It's something that you're going to have to convince people is the right thing to do as well. What you're manifesting is something that is in your heart. This is something that you've been wanting for a while. The biggest card I see here is that luck is on your side. Because I feel like you've probably, you know, with the Nine of Wands, you've been working hard. And maybe you haven't seen very much progress because you've been up against opposition of some kind. So I really sense there's a lot of opposition against you. But right now, everything like to the sea, you're in your boat, you're paying attention to your own goals. You're not allowing other people to steer you off course. You are, you're okay with upsetting people. You know, it's like, you know what? People don't have to agree with me. People don't have to like what I'm doing, but this is what I need to do. And luck is on your side. That means that, you know, things are going to happen for you. Things are going to come into alignment for you. And so I see that this is the beginning, because here we have Page of Cups, Page of Emotions, Ace of Emotions, Page of Inspirations. This is in the beginning stages. Two of Emotions in this particular reading means that you're going to start finding people that are aligned with you. So what I'm seeing here is a real alignment of what you desire, what you're trying to manifest with the people who will support you in this. So you have beginning cards. You're right in the conceptual stages of things. And for some of you, this is going to be, I see a relationship and the start of something long-term, but because the Nine of Inspirations is a permanence card as well. It's something that I see a dance with somebody else and to create a life of some kind. And now that could be a partner and the two of you have a baby together. That is possible. But what I really see here, though, is that there's a coming together of an idea and the end of of the oppression against you of this idea, people being against it, and you being able to finally step forward, come emerge with this heart. Look, two fish here together. Two fish here together. There's a partnership of some kind. So I feel like either this is there's two sides of, I think there's two sides of yourself coming together, really. For most of you. Some of you it'll be the coming together with another person, but I really feel that this is very much about you coming together with yourself. See, the two fish are the same. The two women are the same. The two statues are the same. The two fish are the same. This is like you finally seeing things from like your two sides. On the one hand, in this change maker makes always befriend, the word polarize could also be you have been at odds with yourself. Perhaps you have felt, oh, I can't do this. I have, this problem and that problem, and I can't be this person because it's not what people expect of me, or it's not who I am. That it's a big thing like that. This isn't who I am. And now you're starting to see, well, actually, maybe it is who I am. Maybe it's time for all of me, all of my opposing inner forces come together and unite. This is about you coming together and uniting with yourself towards your goal, and everything coming in now. This is the start of something. You're right at the beginning stages. You're right in alignment. Things are coming together for you. Okay. And attend to the details is important, because it's like, it's one thing when you get caught up in the big picture and you don't see the finer details of things. Like, what exactly is in that contract you're signing? Have you read it? Don't be quick to make decisions. Really look in the fine print of things before you sign contracts, before you agree to anything. Really look at the finer details of things. And this also means to plan, make to-do lists, think about how you're going to bring this into action. Think about things, right? Take into consideration the fact that you are taking on something that is going to maybe be not very well received, is what I'm getting here. And that can be in a lot of different ways, even in a relationship. It could be that the person you want to be in a relationship with is not somebody your family approves of, or your friends approve of, or it could be that maybe you want to, it's just something you want to create, a project of some kind that people don't agree with. They don't like it, but you know that it's the right thing to do. So this is you finding that inner connectedness of yourself, the connectedness to the higher version of yourself, bringing forth that thing that you've really been wanting. It's in your heart, very much so. It's a very alignment. And this is you coming up for air. Finally, like, oh, I can breathe. You've been underwater for a long time and you can finally like gasp for air. And it's beautiful. Like you can finally breathe in. We have the page of inspirations here. Like this is you being who you want to be without apology. This is you feeling amazing and passionate and not caring what other people think. You're finally letting all that go. You are finally able to bring all those different sides of yourself together, all of those opposing sides of yourself together for one united purpose. And as I said, for some of you, it's going to be in an alignment with somebody else, a partnership of some kind, whether romantic or not. It doesn't matter. I see people coming towards you who have the same vision as you, who want the same things as you, who agree with you, who will be as assistants for you in bringing forth your manifestation. And really, this isn't the time to cower away from things that may seem like too hard. Because the Nine of Inspirations here is like, sometimes things can be just so hard. It's like, oh, I've been doing this for so long. Yes, you have. You've been in the emotion, the dreamer part of things. You've been dreaming about it. See, they're underwater and she's underwater. And here you're coming up for air finally. And it's like, moving from the deep emotional part of things up onto the top of the water where now you are in control. Now you can breathe. Now you can bring smooth sailing, clear skies, you know, none of the murkiness. The murkiness is clearing, and you're going to really start to see your hard work paying off. And you can start to see an alignment. And look at this too. The two circles coming together inside the one. It's like, again, there's a real unity happening here. Big time unity. And I really feel that this unity is within. It's you. It's within you. And also outside of you. That will naturally go out to the outside of you and bring towards you the people who are in alignment. So everything is coming into alignment is what this is saying. And luck is on your side. This is a good time for you to make moves. So this is an opportune time to make the moves you need to make right now. Because luck is on your side, people will come around and support you and have your back. So whatever it is that you want to do, maybe it's not so popular, this is the time to get it done. This is the time. And attend to the details though. Really think about what you're going to do first. Like, you know, don't rush in. Just be very, Virgo is all about, you know, those to-do lists and checking it off and making sure, you know, your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. Like, just make sure you've got everything in order. You know, you don't have any surprises later when you sign this contract and then you go and see that there's this stipulation and now you're screwed, right? So maybe this could also be buying your dream house. Make sure you get an inspection. Make sure that you really look at everything, the laws. Are you allowed to rent? Are you allowed to have an Airbnb? All of those little details matter. That's just an example. So whatever it is that you're trying to do, maybe you want to move in with somebody. Maybe this is you finally moving in with somebody, or maybe even getting married. But, you know, tend to those details. You know, talk to your partner. What are their expectations? So in yours, so that you know that you have the same expectations, you have the same goals. So there's no surprises and there's no upsets later, that you've taken care of business, because right now things are looking really good for you. They're all coming together. Your hard work is really paying off. And there's still more hard work to come. You're just at the beginning stages, and the pages, you have two pages. Pages are very much about learning. It's about knowledge. It's about acquiring knowledge. It's about being in that beginner start stage. Same with Ace of Emotions. So you're right in the beginning of something great. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let the idea that this is too much work hold you back, because you've got luck on your side. Things are coming into alignment, and people are going to come in to help you out, and people are going to align with you. And most importantly, you're aligning with yourself. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this helped you figure out what's going to come in for the next couple of months. Please do subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of readings around manifesting and how to manifest your goals, and I would love to see you back. So make a comment if this resonated you or not. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye now. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. All right, so in this reading, we are going to look at what are you manifesting within the next month or so. I'm filming this in June, so this would be for July. If you're watching it now, it's timeless reading though, so whenever you're watching this within the next month or so. So we're going to look at your oracle cards in a minute. I am going to quickly shuffle your tarot cards so we can look at them all together. So this candle appears by my friend who does new moon ritual kits. Wildflower Botanicals. I put her link down below if you're interested. But we did a new moon ritual last month, and we used the ritual kit. So I decided to bring it into this reading because we are working on, we're going to see what you're manifesting. So this might be what you've been thinking about for a while, or this might be for the last new moon ritual manifestation. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. You know what? Keeping them. I've been trying to bring out only 5, but you know what? If 7 wants to come out, 7 wants to come out. All right, so we'll get to those in a minute. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. We have Full Moon in Aquarius, Be Real. Soulmates. Magic happens when you expect it most. When you most expect it. Unstick the unstuck. Unstick the stuck. Unstick the stuck. Not the unstuck. And finally, expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Very good omen, this card. Okay. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. We have 8 of Voices, which is 8 of Swords. 4 of Materials. The Hanged Muse. Queen of Voices, which is Queen of Swords. Muse of Emotions, which is King of Cups. Knight of Emotions, Knight of Cups. 10 of Inspiration, 10 of Wands. Kind of a similar vibe to pile 1. A little different here though. Okay. So when I see your tarot cards, especially these first 3 ones, you've been feeling insecure and you've been feeling stuck. 100% stuck. And you're yearning for something. But clarity is coming. Yeah, there's a big shift coming towards you right now. This is a time for you to act. I feel like so we have the Eight of Voices, which is 8 of Swords. And that card to me has always been the card of you are holding yourself back by imagined restrictions. It's like you've been putting restrictions on yourself. And perhaps your environment, because we have the Hanged Muse, that makes me think that you have been feeling stuck and there has been some things that have been going on that are not your fault or out of your control. Which has been, hasn't been helping you feel very secure at all. So you've been feeling very insecure. And you've been feeling very stuck. So when we come to full moon in Aquarius, Be Real, I see nurturing yourself happening here. We have that water vibe, and then we also have, so Aquarius is air energy, but if you see the person in this card is, like it's almost like the Star card where she's pulling water out of pulling out water in a bucket. It's like healing. And we have the Muse of Emotions, King of Cups, Knight of Emotions, Knight of Cups. It's a very, very romantic energy. You've been wanting a connection with somebody, and maybe that hasn't happened. Maybe you feel like you're never gonna meet somebody. This isn't necessarily romantic. This could also be friends. This could also be somebody to help you in your business. There's a lot of different interpretations because this is a general reading. But what I feel here is that you feel trapped. You've been feeling very trapped in a situation that you haven't really been able to navigate your way out of. But really, you're not trapped. That's kind of in your mind here. And unstick the stuck means, and magic happens when you most expect it, and expect powerful change means this is really the power of your mind happening here. Like you are finally taking control. Queen of Voices, Queen of Swords. You are finally taking control with logic and thinking about things in a very clear way and knowing I have the power to change my reality. I have the power to bring forth people who I can connect with and love. And knowing they'll come in when the time is right. And right now, what you're manifesting the next month it's like you're manifesting the circumstances for this connection to occur. So you're finally coming out of victim mode. You're finally coming out of this stuck place. The Hanged Muse is also about surrendering to a situation. It's like you're finally surrendering and giving up on clinging to this idea that you can control what's happening around you or change things. You can't. You're finally surrendering to that. You're accepting the things you cannot change. And you believe in your own magic. You believe in your own ability to bring forth the life that you want. You're very clear now about what it is that you want. And if you don't feel like that yet, that's what's manifesting. This clarity, clear emotions, clear intellect, clear idea. I feel like you're becoming more rational. I feel like you are finally becoming brave. It's brave to rein in those emotions and bring logic into them so they don't get overwhelming, so that you can believe in magic. You can believe that you can bring forth to you the things that you need and want. And we have Knight of Emotions, Knight of Cups. There's a romance happening. So there is going to be a romance coming in July for a lot of you. So this romance, though, could be, for some of you, will be somebody who you meet and fall for and have a romance with. Could be a rekindling of a relationship that you're already in. So you are manifesting a real push forward in your relationship. It's also manifesting this romance for life, for something you want, friends, travel. So that's the thing, 10 of Inspirations. I feel like you guys have been really burdened by things. But, with this card in particular, I see a lot of people coming in to help you unburden the soulmates thing. Somebody's coming in to kind of help you unburden stuff. And it's going to be somebody who's going to be quite charming. I feel a charming person. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be just a friend or maybe a coworker, something. Somebody's coming in who's really charismatic and charming, but they are grounded and they mean well, and they're going to help unburden you. And this person's a soulmate. This person is part of your soul family. And so you're bringing your soul family towards you now, because you've been feeling very stagnant and stuck in the mud and not able to move forward, and it's been hard. And maybe that's kind of jaded you a little bit. Maybe you're not thinking that you deserve or you can have things that other people seem to get so easily. Whereas for you, it's like, why isn't this not happening for me? But it is. That's the thing. It's just, you've been kind of stuck in a victim mode thinking. And it's not that you brought any of this onto yourself. Hanged Muse, definitely you did not. This is a situation that's out of your control. But you can unstick the stuck by believing in the magic and expect powerful changes to happen, because they are. The new moon eclipse is a hugely good omen for this entire reading. That something magical, beautiful, wonderful, fantastic is coming your way. Like, you're going to feel so good. I feel a real feeling of just drinking in the elixir of life here. Like, you're really going to have a renewal of your of love, of romance, of magic. It's really coming in. So that's what's coming in for the next month for you. It's going to be this real positive wave of romance and love and friendship and kinship and soulmates, and just feeling like you're finally getting out of this place. And if you're not able to get out of this place yet, just accepting that you're there and working within the confines so that you feel, you know that it's not going to last forever and that you can make the most of the situation. You're surrendering to it all. It's like a surrendering and a beautiful manifestation of feeling really happy, of romance. I feel romance very much. You know, however you want to interpret that is going to be, again, an individual thing. It depends where you're at right now, but you're going to have romantic feelings for somebody, for yourself, for life. Romance is coming in the next month. And you're going to start to feel things moving a little bit, or at the very least, you're going to give up on this feeling like you are stuck, and you're going to see the way out. You're going to see how to get yourself out of this situation, and it's going to be with the help of somebody else, I think. Or it's going to help you bring forward that person that is going to really be your kind of other half, like the person who really your little BFF. You're going to bring in some BFFs. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad to have you here. Please do subscribe to this channel because I'd like to have you back. Do comment if any of this resonated you, or even if it didn't. I love reading comments. I love to know what you're thinking. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye now. Hi, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. So in today's reading, we're going to be looking at what you're manifesting now. So right now it's the end of June. So if you're watching this when I release this, it'll be for July. It could also just be for the whole summer. But if it's not that time of year, this is a timeless reading. So basically within the next month or so, what's coming in? What are you manifesting? What are you working on? What's finally gonna gel for you? So that's what we're gonna look at. So I'm gonna deal out your cards, your tarot cards first, because for this reading, we're gonna look at the whole picture all at once. Okay. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I don't like to take cards that come out sometimes, depends, but mostly it's because I feel when the cards do that, they're basically shuffling themselves. Sometimes though, if one card just kind of pops out face up, then I'll take it. Okay. Okay, let's see if that's ready. It is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's your tarot cards. Okay. So I'm going to lay out all your cards now. I'm going to take a look at what we have. First, New Moon in Libra. Know you are loved. I'm noticing a theme happening here with all of the piles so far. Let's see the fates. Okay. What does your soul say? What do you really want? A time to give rather than take, New Moon in Virgo. Let's see if I helped that. Okay, so next we have the Star. Ooh, love it. Love the Star. It's my favorite card, I think. Ace of Emotions, Ace of Cups. Something really beautiful happening for you. The Devil. Haha. Queen of Wands, which is Queen of Inspirations in this deck. Two of Materials, Two of Pentacles. So yeah, as I said, there has been a real theme happening here, and it feels like there's a real longing in the community at large, at the people of Mars. Like there's a longing. We've all been longing for something, and for everyone it's going to be different. For this pile, there's just a longing for things to change. So, and right in the center of your reading is the Devil. What I see here, because this is about what you're manifesting, what I see here is you realizing that you are not under the control of other people, that life does not control you. You have control of your life, and that your own mind doesn't have control over you as well. There is like, the Fates is about something that you can't control, and the Devil here is like you have the strings and you're hoping to control something, very much like the last pile too. But what I see with this though is that because you've been trying to control things so much. Sorry, I just had another interruption. Been interrupted in every pile so far, which is kind of interesting. Kind of like the theme, you know? There's a longing and a stuckness with a lot of people, I feel. Like we're unable to move forward and we feel kind of trapped in our situations, like there's no way out, and that's like the Devil. And so your cards are telling this story here. If you look, the Star card here is about that longing, this wish that you hold, that you want. She's looking over to the Ace of Emotions, who's finally coming up from the depths to come up for air, for this beautiful fresh air that she finally can take that breathe in. And here's the Devil with the strings attached to her fingers, and the Queen of Inspirations with those same strings attached to her mind and to her fingers. But over here is the Two of Materials dancing on a diamond, on a flower, rose. There's a delicate balance that you have been, a delicate dance that you've been doing, and it's paying off. But I also feel very much for this pile that it's like you long for something, but you don't really know what it is. It's like you're longing, but you're not putting action to it. And I feel like this Ace of Emotions is you coming up for air and finally breathing in for the first time freedom from something that has been burning, this Devil, something that has been holding you down. The Queen of Inspirations, the Queen of Wands, is a queen that knows who she is and what she wants. She does not let anybody stop her. And so far the Devil has had control over this for you. Over that Queen of Wands and her fiery, passionate temper and her fiery, passionate beliefs and her individuality. And I feel like you don't have that, or something. It's like the Devil is about, oh look, an ant, a little creature is coming to visit. Right of the Devil. Okay, so come on, little ant. Boop-a-doo. Let's get you off the table. Go away. Okay. The Devil is about control, about manipulation. Vices, things that hold us back. allowing others to control us and manipulate us. Allowing, and I feel for you, it's you've allowed other people to dictate what it is that you are supposed to do. So I feel here what's happening is that you're finally getting freed from the devil energy. This control, manipulation. And you're very heart-centered now. You're starting to see that the fates, some things are just meant to be. Death. We're all going to die. That is meant to be. That's a fate you cannot avoid. None of us can. We're all going to go there eventually. Hopefully not soon. You know, hopefully we live a nice long life and die peacefully in our sleep, in our bed, and when we're old and surrounded by the people we love. Like that's what we really want, and that's what I think a lot of us will have. And so it's like, in the meantime, though, those are things that's a certainty. That is fate. That is your fate. But other things are not fate. Know the difference between what's fated and what isn't. And it comes right after the know you are loved. You are not fated to be alone. You are not fated to be, I feel like some of you are just feel like you're fated to be alone. Like you're not meant to have friends, or you're not meant to be in a relationship with somebody, or I don't know. There's a real longing here for connection. But what I see very clearly is some wish that you have had, that you've been holding on to, is something that's in your heart is coming true. And part of that is going to be overcoming this hold on you that this devil card is, this manipulative energy has on you. Whether that comes from within or from somebody else. Now, the Queen of Inspirations is a dual meaning here. One, it's somebody who has been manipulating you, and you're freeing yourself of this person. So for some of you, it'll be a relationship with a woman who's been gaslighting you a lot, and very much a narcissist, like totally out for themselves. And you've been stuck there, and now and it's like they keep, everything has been about them. Now, this could be a parent, this could be a roommate, this could be a relationship you're in with somebody romantically, this could be like your wife, this could be a friend, like a good friend that you have, this could be a boss or a coworker. So this is a general reading, and it could be any of these things. So whatever resonates with you, that's the thing. It's like you're coming out from the control and manipulation of somebody else. And you're finally seeing what it is that you want. And that you are loved by many people. And I see the start, like you actually coming up to surface, that you're going to be seen by others. I can see, like, for some of you, you're going to have recognition, stardom. Now, I don't necessarily mean you're going to be like a famous actress, maybe, but I think more like stardom in the way that recognition for something, shining like a bright, shiny star. And you're going to stand out and finally be able to break free from the people who have been controlling you and manipulating you. And you're finally going to be able to know what it is that you want. What do you really want? What does your soul say? You're finally coming into that now. The next month, you're really going to be severing these ties with these people who have been manipulating you. And and because you do that, you're going to be so clear about now. It's like, wow, I can finally see my own path. And a time to give rather than take with the Two of Materials here makes me feel like you're going to have to juggle a few things to make some things happen. And you have to give your time to something. So the Two of Materials and a time to give rather than take. I feel like that's about you giving more time to yourself, and that's going to be a balancing act, because you may have to, like, if you're breaking up with somebody, and they, like, you've been living with them, like if it's a roommate or something, or a relationship with somebody and they were living with you and you have to break up with them. This is you now having to maybe work 2 jobs to afford the situation you're in, but you know what? You'll be able to. You're going to be able to manage. You're going to be able to manage it, what it is that you want. What you're manifesting now is clarity, and you're manifesting freedom from the people who have been controlling you, freedom from your own mind controlling. Like, it's a sense of control and manipulation, whether it's coming from within you or from people outside of you. And I really feel in this group, though, it's from outside of you, and that you feel like you haven't had any kind of control in this. You feel like you're being tossed around by the fates, but that's not true. You've just been, have the devil who's been putting thoughts in your head that are not true, because you are loved. And the star means that you are finally going to see what it is that you really want, and it's going to come. And to take care of yourself and really work on yourself, balancing out. Like, I see a balancing out happening, a real balancing out of you seeing your clear path, your future, what it is you want, and not giving to others so much, but giving to yourself. What is it that you want? Don't let other people take from you. What do you want for yourself? What do you need? So she's dancing on a diamond. Look at her effortlessly. This is you taking control of your life. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful because you feel great. You are strong. You are freed from somebody that's been manipulating you, or some situation that has. You're realizing that some things are just out of your control. But the things that are not out of your control is that, finding people who support you and love you. What is it that you want? And take care of yourself, and know that you are loved by something greater than yourself, but also that you can love yourself and that other people love you. You are lovable, okay? So this is you getting your self-esteem back. I really see that here. Getting your self-esteem back, knowing that you matter, and knowing that what you want matters, and finally being able to see what it is that you want very clearly. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Please do subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you back. I'd love to hear from you too, like what you thought of this reading. So please do leave a comment. And thank you so much for joining me. Bye. Hi, Pile 4, and welcome to your reading. So in this reading, we're going to look at what it is that you're manifesting. So this will be what you're manifesting in the next month or so. We're going to be looking at what might be coming in, some advice for helping your manifestations along, and so forth. So I'm going to shuffle out your cards. First, we're going to grab your tarot cards first before we look at all. I want to look at all the cards together for this particular reading. So yeah, this is a timeless reading from when you're watching it. I am putting this out in the end of month June. So this would be for July if you're watching it when I put it out. If you're watching it later, yeah, just about a month or so from when you are watching this. Okay, so I'm going to get my tarot cards. Let's see. What's going on, Pile 4? What's been happening? What have you been working on? What's coming in? What are those new moon manifestations that you've been doing? By the way, this candle here is by a friend of mine who makes new moon ritual kits. And this is from her new moon ritual kit. And you can find the link to that down below if you're interested. That is just supporting a friend. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Their cards. Okay. Last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. This card always, to me, signals there's something big you've been working on. Celebrate your wins. Feed your artist. Emotions are running high, supermoon. Unfinished symphony. Okay. And we have 6 of inspirations. Ooh. Yeah. The wheel. Wow. Guys. 10 of materials. Wow. Holy camole. Okay, so this was quite the reading. Let's see. 9 of inspirations and 4 of materials. So this reading has been, this is the one pile that is different from the other ones. You have been working on something. So when we look at the reveal needs to be seen and the unfinished symphony, you have been working on your Beethoven's 9th or whatever, Beethoven's 5th. What's that expression where you have that symphony in you, the great work, something that you have been doing. Feed your art. You are about to manifest huge success for whatever project you're working on. So if you're not working on anything, you picked the wrong pile. This is for people who you have a creative project or something that you have been working on for quite some time. Or maybe you've just started doing that, but this is like you're writing a book, or you've been writing music, or you've been creating any business, or you've been doing something big that is going to be hugely well received. You've been working hard and you've been making sacrifices for this to come around. And so it's like you've been the starving artist for a while. And maybe you're at the place now where you're feeling like, damn it, I've been working so hard. 9 of inspirations. Why isn't it coming to me? It is because we have 6 of inspirations, the Wheel of Fortune, 10 of materials, 10 of pentacles. You are creating something absolutely huge. This is wealth and fame, basically, is what I see for this pile. Wealth and fame. Now, that could be huge wealth and fame, or it could be more, not so huge, but regardless, wealth and fame. Or wealth and recognition, not necessarily fame, but recognition for something. You're going to be thrust into the spotlight. This is the Wheel of Fortune is finally turning in your favor. You're going to become hugely successful at this. This is something you've worked really hard for and you've had to sacrifice for. You've been the starving artist for some time. You've been really putting your emotions into this, and wow, have you ever been putting your work and your hard work into this. And now you're ready. So for those of you who aren't quite there yet, so you might be in the beginning stages of working on it. This is a group reading, but whatever the case is, wherever you're at in this, know that it's leading to this really great place. And don't tell people about it unless they need to know. Only those in a need to know situation. Like if you're a movie, you're writing a movie script or something, and you only tell people that are working in the movie. Don't talk to other people about it. Like if you're painting, don't show your work to anybody unless they're really another artist that you want feedback from, because people are out there and they'll try and steal your ideas. And so this is saying, like, keep it to yourself. And it's not just about people stealing your ideas. It's also about just you not being thrown off track by anybody who's like, oh, well, it's okay, and you're like, what do you mean? I've been working so hard. This is your unfinished symphony. Like, put it out there. So whatever it is that you've been working on, this is a dual meaning, okay? For some of you, you've been working on it. Keep it to yourself until you're ready to launch, because it's going to be huge. For others of you, this is you working on something and you're not sure if you should put it out there. And this is like, yes, do not go with this symphony unfinished inside of you. Put it out there. Put it out there. but know the timing. You need to celebrate your wins. And it's like, know that you're going to win with this. Know it's going to be a home run. Like, you are absolutely doing something that's going to be really spectacular. And believe in it. You've worked hard and you've sacrificed a lot, and it's coming back to you in spades. You are about to be really, truly well-fed as an artist. You know, you're not going to be the starving artist anymore, okay? Believe in that. Believe it, it's coming. Just know it. Know that. And again, like, only tell people if they are in a need to know such a thing here. But also reveal it. Don't hide it. Don't hide it. The world needs to see. You need to bring it out because it's going to change your fate. Your fates are changing in your favor. Ten of Materials is, people are going to love you. They're circling you. This is a huge success coming, okay? Huge success coming towards you. People are going to absolutely love it. Like, see the roses here. She's been, you know, she's been sacrificing herself, trying to make something happen. The Nine of Inspirations, that long haul, you know, the long haul. You've been working on something. And here the tree of abundance is blossoming for you now. And it's enough to feed generations. It's enough to support you and then some, okay? So you're going to be well compensated here for whatever it is that you're doing. You're going to be recognized for it. It's going to be hugely successful. You really need to believe in that. Like, don't let your emotions get the better of you here. Is a bit of a cautionary, something, a little bit of a caution here. Don't let your emotions get the better of you. Know that when the time is right, the Wheel of Fortune is going to come into right up into your favor. You'll know when the time is right. Put it out there, and success is coming. But because the Six of Wands comes before the Wheel of Fortune, to me it tells me that you have to, and underneath reveals it needs to be seen. Once you reveal this and people see it and they love it, that is going to turn the Wheel of Fortune in your favor. Then you're going to reap all of the success. And it'll be the end of the struggle and having to sacrifice. You're finally going to be able to not be the starving artist anymore. You're going to have success. Just keep working, okay? Keep putting in the effort. Don't hide it from people because you're afraid that they won't like it, okay? Only hide it from people because you don't want to hear their negative opinions, but with every intention of revealing it. In other words, don't keep it to yourself. Put it out there. People need to read it and see it and watch it, or whatever it is that you're doing. Put it out there because it will be successful. But put it out there when it's time. Reveals what needs to be seen. This is about you being selective. So you're not showing it to the wrong people. You're showing it to the people who need to see. And eventually that will be everybody. Everybody will see. And everybody will love it. And it's going to be hugely successful, guys. So good. Congratulations to you. Your hard work is paying off. So this is a bit of a shorter reading because honestly, that is really what it's saying here. It's just saying like really just bask in the glory of the hard work that you have put into this. And if you're still like not even close to being there yet, you're, you know, wherever you're at in your stage, just keep going because eventually this is going to be successful. Know it. Keep feeding that artist and you keep putting effort into it because it's going to pay off. So congratulations. All right, I'm going to end the reading here because I think it's just so huge. Wow, good for you. This is incredible. So do leave a comment if this resonated with you. I'd love to hear, what are you working on? What is it that you're working on? I want to know. Well, it reveals what needs to be. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Do subscribe. I'd love to have you back. I do these readings regularly, so thank you for joining me again. And I'd love to hear from a comment down below. And yeah, I hope you come back. Thank you so much. Bye now.